Okay, so in this last video, I'm going to go over three things because they're all each kind of short. I'm going to go over the conclusion, the acknowledgements, as well as the bibliography. Great, so the conclusion. Again, this is a written paragraph concluding your experiment. And it's a good way to start off with the purpose of this investigation was to see blank, right? That's a good way to start. But in your paragraph, in your conclusion paragraph, you need to have a conclusion statement. You need to have a conclusion statement. Again, this conclusion statement is 2 sentences long. It's 2 sentences long. We did this, then this happened. Our hypothesis was or was not supported because this happened. Okay? And again, this is straight from the packet, and you can see that there's some things that are in brackets that you shouldn't include, but put your own statements in there. So I'm going to read mine. The purpose of this investigation was to see if the length of the paper helicopter wing would affect the time it took to fall to the ground. Okay, that's one nice succinct sentence on what happened. When the length of the wing was shortened, it decreased the time it took for the paper helicopter to fall to the ground. Our hypothesis was supported because the data reflected that idea. Okay? So then that is your conclusion statement. But again, the conclusion itself is going to be about a paragraph. It needs to include a conclusion statement. The acknowledgements, you need to thank anybody that helped you during the experiment. If you got, if your parents helped you, you should thank your parents, thank your teacher for helping you. Let's say the principal at your school came in and helped you to do your experiment personally, then you need to thank that person. And in my acknowledgement, I thanked Mr. Guzman Paul because she kind of started this idea about putting together some kind of packet a couple years ago. But of course, as we all know, COVID hit, so then that packet kind of put on hold for a while. We're trying to get it going right now. I'd also like to thank Miss Crump because she had the great idea about creating these videos then to support you during the experiment. All right, so that's acknowledgements. The bibliography. Now this one is going to be tough for the elementary kids because they've never really done anything close to this nature before. When you're doing your bibliography, you don't list just the website. Now, I know most everybody's going to be using websites to cite, to do their and complete their research, but you don't just list the website. There are proper ways to list it in the bibliography. And there are websites that will help you then to how to properly cite your source. Okay, for example here, what is a helicopter? That is from NASA, and I retrieved that on December 3rd, 2021 from the following website. Okay, we have the author, the date he wrote it, and then the title of it. Now there are websites such as citationmachine.net where you will plug in the website name, and you got to make sure you click APA when there are different ways to cite sources. There's APA, there's MLA, I think there's one called Chicago. But when we are citing our sources for a science fair, we need to make sure we do it in APA format. APA format. Okay? And I've given you an example there on how to do the APA format right there. All right. So that's going to conclude all of our videos. I hope they were helpful. And again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. My email is taylorvs@spark6.org. I'll write that up here. So it'll be taylorvs@spark6.org. All right, taylorvs@spark6.org. And also, parents and students, I am shooting for the second week in January when we come back from Christmas break. Then I'm going to have the planetarium open for y'all to come in here, and we're kind of give another rundown of how the science fair should happen. and then I'll give you an opportunity then to ask some questions. All right, I hope this was helpful. You have a great and fantastic day.